The 2nd Marine Division, also known as Blue Dragon, is an infantry division of the Republic of Korea Marine Corps. History. On June 1, 1965, Prime Minister of South Vietnam Nguyen Cao Kentucky requested military aid from South Korea to support South Vietnam from Communist North Vietnam. Korea State Council agreed to send a division and its supporting units on July 2. A National Assembly of South Korea made final decision to send troops on August 13. On August 17, the Republic of Korea Marine Corps attached various battalions, companies, and platoons to the 2nd Marine Regiment to increase its size to a brigade. The Marine Corps originally planned battalion to regiment size unit, but reports from Vietnam said that separating Army and Marines was more appropriate to operate, with President Park Chung-hee in attendance. The 2nd Marine Brigade was formally activated at the Rock Marine Corps Training Camp at Po Am on September 20, 1965. Vietnam War. The Blue Dragons were initially deployed to Cam Ranh Bay in September 1965, but in December moved to Tuy Hoa to provide security against the NVA 95th Regiment. In August 1966, the Blue Dragons moved to July and was placed under the operational control of the 3 MAP. Under an arrangement with the USMC, air assets would be provided to the brigade and assigned the same priority for available aircraft as American units. A team from Subunit 1, 1st ANGLICO was dispatched and charged with the mission of keeping an air umbrella over the Blue Dragon Brigade in and out of the field. A 2-man fire control team was assigned to each ROKMC infantry company at all times. Initially, the AK-47 equipped Viet Cong and NVA outgunned South Korean soldiers, since they were armed with World War II-era weaponry. However, they soon received more modern weapons from the United States military, such as the M16 rifle. Significant operations and actions involving the brigade include Operation Lightning in Con Hoa Province from 8 to 14 November 1965, Operation Jefferson with the ARVN 47th Regiment in Phu Yen Province from 1 to 18 January 1966 results in 391 VC kill. Operation Flying Tiger in early January 1966 results in 192 VC killed for the loss of 11 ROC. Operation Van Buren, a rice harvest security operation with the 101st Airborne Division and ARVN in Phu Yen Province from the 19th of January to the 21st of February 1966 results in 679 VC killed for the loss of 45 ROC. Operation Fillmore with the 1st Brigade, 101st Airborne Division and ARVN 47th Regiment in the vicinity of Tuy Hoa, Phu Yen Province from the 24th of March to the 21st of July 1966 results in 373 VC killed for the loss of 20 ROC. Operation Longstreet, an engineering security operation in Binh Thinh and Phu Yen provinces. Operation Lee, with the ARVN 4th Regiment in Quang Ngai Province from 3 to 10 October 1966, during which the Marines were accused of perpetrating the Binh Thai massacre on 9 October 1966. Operation Dragon Eye, a search and destroy operation in Quang Ngai Province from 9 to 27 November 1966 results in 154 VC killed for the loss of 38 ROC. Battle of Tra Binh Dong on 15 February 1967. 11th Company of the Blue Dragons was dug in near the village of Tra Binh Dong in Quang Nam Province when they were attacked by an estimated 3 VC. battalion supported by heavy mortar and recoilless rifle fire. The VC launched secondary attacks on each flank of the company before attacking with one battalion against the company center, breaching the perimeter and using flamethrowers and Bangalore torpedoes against the company's bunkers. The company counterattacked and with the aid of a South Korean Marine Quick Reaction Company heli-dropped into the position succeeded in driving back the VC, killing 243. Operation Giant Dragon in Quamgai Province from 17 to the 22nd of February results in 16 VC killed and 61 weapons captured. Operation Dragonfire in Quamgai Province from the 5th of September to the 30th of October 1967 kills 541 VC, during which the Marines were accused of perpetrating the Phong Nha and Phong Nht massacre in Quang Nam Province on the 12th of February 1968. Hau Mai massacre in Quang Nam Province on the 25th of February 1968. Operation Daring Rebel, a search and destroy operation with the ARVN 2nd Division and American forces on Barrier Island 24 kilometers south of Da Nang Bin Thin Province from 5 to the 20th of May 1969 results in 4 VC kill. Operation Defiant Stand, an amphibious assault with the 1st Battalion, 26th Marines on the 7th of September 1969. This was the first amphibious assault ever conducted by the Republic of Korea Marine Corps. Operation Hoangju 101 with 3 MAF and the ARVN 51st Regiment in Quang Nam Province from the 17th of December 1970 to the 19th of January 1971 results in 538 NVA killed. Operation Golden Dragon 2, a clear and search operation in Quang Nam Province from 4 to the 21st of January 1971. Operation Hoangju 103 with 3 MAF and the ARVN 51st Regiment in Quang Nam Province from the 3rd of February to the 10th of March 1971. Most of the operations never exceeded battalion size, but they also conducted divisional-size operations. Before conducting missions, the Marines laid out the plans much more carefully than their allies, with greater fire discipline, effective use of fire support, and better coordination of subunits. They also had to the favor the distinguished combat leadership of the company and platoon commanders. During village searches, ROK soldiers would subject the settlement to a series of detailed sweeps while interrogating subjects on the spot. By comparison, American units tended to favor a single sweep followed by a removal of all civilians for screening. Such a painstaking approach paid dividends in terms of weapons seizures and reduced VC activity in ROK areas. South Koreans quickly learned Pidgin Vietnamese language for fear that most Vietnamese translators were spies for Viet Cong and NVA. South Koreans also had better field intelligence than their American counterparts. South Koreans conducted counterinsurgency operations so well that American commanders felt that the South Korean TAOR was the safest. This was further supported when Viet Cong documents captured after the Tet Offensive warned the compatriots to never engage the South Koreans until full victory was certain. In fact, it was often that the NVA and Viet Cong were ambushed by South Koreans and not vice versa. The ROK Marines were experts at locating enemy weapons caches. The official U.S. report on South Korean participation in Vietnam states that the enemy feared the Koreans both for the tactical innovations and for the soldiers' tenacity. The Koreans might not suffer many casualties, might not get too many of the enemy on an operation, but when they brought in 75 or 100 weapons, the Americans wondered where in the world they got them. They appeared to have a natural nose for picking up enemy weapons that were, as far as the enemy thought, securely cached away. Considered opinion was that it was good the Koreans were friendlies. The U.S. Army Manual on South Korean Participation in Vietnam also states that the Koreans were thorough in the planning and deliberate in their execution of a plan. They usually surrounded an area by stealth and quick movement, while the count of enemy killed was probably no greater proportionately than that of similar American combat units. The thoroughness with which the Koreans searched any area they fought in was attested to by the fact that the Koreans usually came out with a much higher weaponry count than American forces engaged in similar actions. A total of 320,000 South Koreans served in the Vietnam War, with a peak strength at around 48,000. About 4,000 were killed. Commanders during Vietnam War September 1965 to 1967 Br. Gen. Kim Yoon-sang. October 1967 Br. Gen. Yi Byung-chul. 1970 Br. Gen. Yi Dong-yong. Order of Battle during Vietnam War 2nd Marine Brigade Direct Control Company 1st Marine Battalion 2nd Marine Battalion 3rd Marine Battalion 5th Marine Battalion 2nd Field Artillery Battalion 628th Field Artillery A unit statistics from the Vietnam War. After the Vietnam War, after returning from the Vietnam War, the 2nd Marine Brigade was expanded and restructured as 2nd Marine Division.